Happy Saturday! What's up, everybody? Eclipse is in the building. What's up, my boys? Honey, we got some things to talk about today, honey. I hope you got your shades, baby. Because this going to be shady on this episode, honey. Honey, Saturday, we got some things to talk about. These two dramas, honey. Put your shades on because the bitch gonna get real shady in this house. Get on this kitchen. Honey, I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. Welcome to all my new subscribers. If you are just joining me, baby, honey, you gotta shake the service girl on this one. That's my song right there. How is everybody doing this Saturday? I hope well, darling. What's up, Studio Eclipse, Miss Varna, Miss Brenda? Honey, we international today, honey. Okay, baby. What's up, Miss Denise? How you doing? I am so glad to see the babies up in the house. But we gonna jump right into this, honey. I don't know about y'all, but watching Pearl Eclipse, I love my girl Ye Ming. I am a stan for Ye Ming. Let me tell you this. I love this girl. I love her acting. She is good. However, shades being applied right now. The character when she plays, I've seen it before. Yarn, okay? I've seen this character before. But she beautifully does play the part. I have to say the action part, the last couple of scenes from what I've seen, for the last couple of episodes, I'll say, when she was out being inside the army, those were kind of episodes that move very slow. Now it's starting to pick up. I have to say from episode 6 all the way to somewhere around like 12 is where everything was kind of yarning to me. Okay. Now it's starting to pick up because we're starting to learn the story, some of the backstory. The backstory is taking too long to develop for me, and it is making me lose interest little by little every episode that I'm watching. I don't know if it's doing it to you, but it is definitely doing it to me. Okay, but I'm holding on because it seems to be building. Now, there's a couple of things about this story that's got me weirded out, and I'm gonna put them up here. Okay, first in this corner, this little girl came in contact with a damn mermaid. The mermaid gave her some pearls from her tears of looking at the shit that her daddy had to do to try to get these goddamn pearls. And when the girl almost died, she put something in her hand now that glowed. All right, check. We got that. We're gonna put that in this corner. All right. Now, with our general, Mr. Fang, okay, her teacher, on this corner. Every time the emperor hurts himself, it's the general that gets hurt. What the fuck is going on with that right there? We're going to put that over there. Okay? Now, we got over here again. We got the emperor's new wife, which is a sister. I think her name is Zian or whatever, which was the wife that died, which we don't know exactly what happened to the wife. But now he's got a new wife that looks just like the old wife. And every consecutive time, this asshole emperor, which he turning out to be not so much of an asshole. We understand he been hurt and he got a little diaper rash going on with the heart right now, but it's okay. Every time he tries to get close to her, this bitch bring up the wife that's dead. What the fuck is that? Okay, we gonna put that over here. All right. Now, then we see inside the fighting with Ye Ming and her being in the army and shit. She done went out to the army because she thought that her teacher was gonna marry this raggedy fucking goddamn fabric manager maid up in the fabric house. Okay, she done ran out to the army trying to run away from her. We gonna get back to that. But there's her brother in the house that when she is in this fight, there's another man that looks similar to her brother she grew up with in the house with her uncle, with her teacher. Okay, similar. This boy got another face. Okay, except he wearing a what is that? A Golden Girls wig. Okay, with a headband, with an exotic headband. Cause that wig was stupid. Okay, I don't know if you know what saw that motherfucker when he came with the Wonder Woman. It was just a shorter version, but I just why I called it a Golden Girls wig. As far as I'm concerned, I was like, okay, that's his twin. Because I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this? I understood it. Later on, I saw that when he came running after Su Ming or whatever his name is, he ran into him and they looked at each other and it's like he want to kill him immediately. I'm like, damn, you ain't even got no curiosity. You don't even want to know what's up with, hey, bro, what happened? Why ain't we never seen each other? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, his twin with the Wonder Woman hair, that story has yet to develop. So right now in episode 18 is where I kind of left off at. All of these things that are all over my screen right now that I have unpacked for y'all have yet to come into clarity of what the fuck is going on. All right. I do want to know what is it that Yang Ming has in her hand that the mermaid gave to her that makes it where it glows? Because the first time we saw something happen is when she fell into the water and she was fighting in that competition and her teacher went after her and her hand glowed and all we know that happened underneath the water was she got a little kissy kiss with her teacher. Okay, that's all we know that's gonna happen. I was like, go ahead, girl, kiss her. Go kiss her, girl. You about to die shit. Might as well go snakes with a sweet tea, okay? Okay. Now, we know about that, but what does it do? We don't know. Okay. Now it says not until 20 it looks like the Virgin Mary midnight with Shirley. So now the other thing that's making me curious is why is it that every time the emperor gets hurt, our general Ye Ming's teacher gets cut. Okay, anytime he gets hurt, something happens to him. Now I understood. They came up with the story that he got. I guess the emperor ended up getting hurt really bad at one point, and before he took the throne, and there was some kind of magic that her teacher knows about that transferred his ability not to get hurt. That if he gets hurt, basically something's going to happen to the emperor. That it'll happen to the general instead of the emperor. Period. And they both know that these things, that this is a mutual thing that happened. Okay. What it says, oh my gosh, she's like, you're so right. What's going on here? Anyway, I don't understand what that is. I know that he I guess it's something that if anything happens to him, it's going to happen to the general instead of the emperor. But I think there's a backstory going on with Fang. A backstory that's bigger than that. I don't even know. I keep feeling like, is he the real emperor or something? It's something going on here that I'm missing. And if they don't bring this shit to a, you know what I'm saying, full circle soon, people are going to start falling off because it's getting to be a little too confused. And the writing is going all over the place right now. Okay? And unfortunately, I really love Ye Ming. I really do like the general because I keep getting him mixed up with the guy who plays in who played as the lead male actor inside of Legends. I always get him mixed up because they look alike, but they not the same. This guy is the guy that played in Ken Chan's Master of the Yin Yang Master as the evil one that was riding that big ass hand and shit like that. That's him that's playing in this. I can't remember his name, but that's him. Let's see. It says because the emperor is the guardian. Okay. I don't know exactly what the hell is going on in this. All I know is that they're not writing this in such a way that the story is developing that would keep the viewer intrigued and watching. We have looked at a lot of different Chinese dramas that really unfolded very well and took us on these adventures with these people. And this one is doing me like this. It's like riding and all of a sudden you just hitting bumpy road, and now we're trying to figure out how all this stuff is coming together. I think the only reason why this drama has not fallen apart for me is because I think everybody is invested right now in what happens between Ye Ming and the general at this point. Because I know I am. I mean, all I have to say is too, and this is my other observation of the Novel Land, whatever. I don't care if it's the Sky Castle. I don't care if it's another, any other Novel Land spinoffs or series that they have. The last one with Mr. Jeremy in it, he had this solemn male lead, I'll kick your ass type way, and I'll kick your ass better than anybody in the whole entire show way, the same way the general does. I don't know if you remember the guy from Joy of Love when he did his Noble Land. I think it was Sky Castle 2. When he did his, he had the same exact mannerism. I don't know if you all are paying attention, but pay attention to these male leads. It'll feel like you're looking at the same damn person with the same emotional issues in different men. It's just always the same. Eagle flag. You understand? It's always the same. I don't know if you've been paying attention to that. It says comments about the novel or drama, this plot will go way off on the chart. But I'm just, with all of the Novelands, it's always the male lead has this selfless, I'm sacrificing myself for the greater good type attitude, and I'm tired of seeing it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like to see something a little different in every male lead. I don't care whoever's writing these trilogies or these stories have the exact same attitude as the male. The male lead all has the same. It says there's going to be a love triangle among them. Will she end up? That's the question that I'm having, because right now I don't know. I'm at episode 18, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I saw the different trailers, and the trailers are giving me that this girl that's supposed to be there, who looks like his ex-wife, is fucking up. She gonna get on his nerves, and then when he finds out about Ye Ming, I think he gonna end up betraying his best friend. Because right now, the shit that got me was this motherfucking maid. I wanted to come through my TV on this bitch. The fabric manager maid, bitch. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Oh, I was ready to come through my motherfucking TV. Bitch, you wasn't fine from the beginning. He told you a long time ago he wasn't never going to marry nobody. I don't know why this emperor pushed this point with this. And then he told you to your face. You said you understood. Then you get motherfucking mad. Then you blow this girl cover out here while she in the field amongst enemies. And these people out here fighting to keep your country straight. Bitch, while you playing fucking goddamn he don't like me games. What the fuck? Are you serious, hoe? I mean, I'm sorry. I would have had to get it. And then to sit here and watch how the emperor finds out and what he do. He like, bitch, you don't fuck with my shit. You do not fuck with my shit that I'm trying to do with this country. He killed all the bitches. He killed them all. I was like, oh. I keep forgetting, dude don't give a shit. He beat the hell out of Fang and his motherfucking disciple after they won some shit for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, what was you doing playing these kind of games? But this child at the Fabric Mansion, I don't know what possessed her to do no shit like that. I think he did kill them. Who else ordered that shit? Because the way he was trying to act outraged was phony as fuck. Just like he knew Su Ming, he was sending Su Ming up out of the palace to get killed. Because he already knew that there was things going on outside of the palace that had to do with him. Okay, and that there were spies in the palace. When it came down to the bitch with the fabric, he found out that something happened to Fang's favorite disciple. He saw how Fang literally did not do what he told him to do, and went to go see about his disciple. And when he found out that that girl got like that, it was because of somebody else running their fucking mouth, and it came out, and they found out it was her. The emperor did that. The emperor is the one who did that. Yeah, he's bipolar like a motherfucker, but I'm gonna tell you right now. It says you have to watch it because she tells what happens in the book. Oh, okay. I'll give her a look. Hey, what's up, Lorraine? And what's up, Jeremiah's Play Zone? But like I said, at the end of the day, I want to see what happened in the book because this shit here is just all mixed up in. It's just like a bag full of shit just spread it all over the room, and I don't understand what's going on. But all I did know is I was happy to see that fabric manager made bitch gone because she got on my damn nerves. I was through with her. I could not believe she would play that kind of a game. Why would you play with lives on a battlefield over a man not wanting you? You gone too far. That's way too fucking far. It said the books. They said the book's plot is bizarre. I don't know what's going. Like I said, it's a lot of things going on weird in this. You know, I was feeling a certain type of way towards this emperor because he was just doing the most, just going out of his way to be evil to this girl. Okay. And now he's trying to, be nice and be sweet to her. And I'm not sure what her angle is. I'm not sure if she's a spy or if she is the real bitch. And he getting ready to get hit and smacked with some real crazy ass reality with something. Because I got a funny feeling that this girl is really the real woman that he thinks is dead. I really do believe that. I got a funny feeling that's what that is. I told y'all that it's something about her. Nobody could be that perfect in every way and do the same things that another woman would do. The fabric man, no, she was not pretty. She was just a psycho bitch that had her hopes way too fucking high, honey. That part with her just did something to my soul. I was really, really angry. Really, really angry with that. And her little maids, I don't know what's gonna happen because I guess he's got the disciple that stayed there to watch over the stuff that happens inside of the actual um palace. The one who's got the brother with the Wonder Woman hair. His little girl done went blind. That bitch picked the right thing to say she was. Cause the way they killed all of them hoes up in there, baby. They had all the bitches. I knew something was wrong when the tea came. I don't know if y'all felt like that. Like all this tea came for them. And then the fabric manager sent up here. Okay, I'll drink it. You knew what was up. You knew you got caught when they called you to come in there in the first place. She knew she was caught already. So when they delivered that tea, she knew what was up. You can tell. The one thing I can say about this drama is that when you see the turncoats getting ready to get caught, it's always a look or something that one of the characters are giving you to let you know it's something wrong here in this picture. That's the one thing I can say. Somebody gonna do a side eye because that's how I know when they said who killed. He's sitting up here. The emperor was screaming, "Who killed all the women inside all the maids inside the fabric office?" And the way he threw it down, I'm like, this motherfucker knew he ordered that shit. I could tell. They said only one person survived. Did you see his face and the way he looked? That's how I know he ordered it. he ordered it because he knew that bitch did that shit. And honestly, he did it out of friendship to Fang because of what she did to blow the cover of, like not necessarily blow the cover, but actually get Ye Ming in trouble out there and get her captured. Okay, that didn't happen by mistake. So since we up to this part, what do y'all think is going to happen here? Because a lot of, to me, I don't know. Only reason why I'm watching this, like I said, is because I'm invested in Ye Ming and the general's relationship. But I have to say, they don't have some parts here that I saw on the trailers where Ye Ming just put it on out there like, I like you, I'm loving you, boy. What you gonna do about it? she had him against the wall, like he's like, he said, I told you my disciple, da 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 da. She said, why you kiss me then? I was like, get him, bitch. Get him. He couldn't say nothing. I was like, all right, go ahead, man. You pin that motherfucker against the wall and say, who you playing with? Quit playing with me. You better come get this. I don't know. I'm hoping that they don't do no love triangle stuff because that's gonna be terrible. Honestly, the temperament between the emperor as well as Fang is already strained as it is. I would hate to see a love triangle between them three. Cause baby, it's gonna be ugly. That's something I don't even want to see. I mean, I like drama in certain instances where things is cute, but not like that. Cause that emperor is crazy. Okay, he is really nuts. I don't know if he gonna fall again. How can he fall in love with me? I think because I saw a part where she tried to save the queen. I mean, not the queen, but the girl that looks like his ex-wife, and he got jealous. Oh shit, he's already have a problem with this chick. But if you notice though, when she got caught in the cat, when she got caught by the other guy that was in the other place in what is it, Dazin or whatever that place was. Girl, did you see how that man, when he found out she was a female, how he wanted her? He was like, you got anything you want, girl, just marry me. I'm like, damn, they really like these girls that can whoop your ass. I was through. I was like, this is crazy. You said sorry, but it is a love triangle. Oh Lord. But you know what? The thing is that her 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 teacher has a love for this and this loyalty to this emperor that is beyond real. Okay, it really is, and he gonna have to come to grips with that shit, and he gonna have to say, you know what, I've given this man my life, my service. Now this motherfucker want my woman. I'm gonna have to sneak. You know what I'm saying? But I know she belongs to him because literally, he is gonna play. It's gonna be a flashback when she told him, "No matter where you are, I will find you." When a woman say that to a man, honey, she ain't going nowhere, no matter what happens. Okay? Like I said, I hate love triangles too because especially amongst friends, because it lets you see who really was whose friend at the end of the day. Because I feel like Mr. Fang, General Fang, he was the Emperor's friend for real. And the Emperor is full of shit. He is a spoiled fucking brat, used to getting what he wants. Okay? And I like him when he is sweet, but in this character, he is like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with him just yet. I'm really not all of that happy with him at all right now. Uh, but I can say that there was a couple of shots that they had of him with his hair down, and he looked quite nice. His lace front is working, not as well as this boy right here's, but his lace work is on point. Whoever did the artistry on the wig, I love it. I love it. But him with the hair up, he just looked like a little blockhead asshole to me. He said Itachi is starting to develop. It says the fabric maiden syndrome about Jamie. You know what? Probably with him. My thing is that the guy that loves the little fabric maiden girl, the fabric maiden did the right thing by letting her, the trauma of her seeing all these dead people make her go blind. Because honey, that emperor was gonna off that bitch. she better. She is just as good as dead. She is good as dead, baby. If she can see anything, because it's like now they're like, did she see anything? What did she see? You understand? Right now, she cool right now. It's the best thing that she could have claimed that she's blind. So the Emperor says the Emperor only looks good in flashbacks. Yes, he does only look good in flashbacks because who he is right now, I am not digging and I don't like. Okay, but anyway, that is on Pearl Eclipse. I'm going to be continuing to watch this one. It says Jamie's voice is getting on my nerves. That whining girl, they all sound like that. They all sound like that. All I have to say is the girl is on point with her martial arts in this. I loved a lot of the different scenes that with her fighting and things like that in them. Girl was good. I have to hand it to her. She really was. The trailer gives the plot away as well. Yeah, the trailer is giving the plot away, but not really. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, with some parts, I thought that I knew what was going to happen, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, they did that real shitty. I said that's not even what happened. And if a person watched that, the plot, you thought you saw something, but when you see the actual show, that's not what it is. So it like I said, it has its moments. It really does. It says the maid is pretending to be blind. She say, "Well, I hope she is, honey. She needs to, because that's smart." It's like the fighting scenes were amazing in this too. But I am just upset at the fact of how much the general is going through so much shit. He going through a lot. He's hurt and fighting, hurt and trying to save people. He going through a lot. His body is taking a serious beating. And now his feelings is getting into this. And it was the cutest thing when she had the wedding candles to bring to him to. She didn't know that those were wedding candles that she brought to him for him to read his work. It's just the cute. It's just so cute. I love it's so parts of that was really, really cute to me. But it says, she says she regrets whenever she sees this seed shuffle. Yeah, sometimes, but she still does her thing though. Like I said, both of them love each other, and it's very clear that they love each other. It's just a matter of when it finally comes to the surface, there's gonna be a whole nother issue there that they're gonna have to deal with. And he's not dealing with his feelings straight up. Her Shefu is not dealing with his feelings right now at all. He's not. And when he does, it's going to be when his friend steps on the scene. If it's going to be a love triangle, his friend going to step on the scene, and that's when you're going to see him come up. Because one thing about men, they cannot stand another man on their fucking territory doing shit. Okay? Nothing. No more than a woman can stand another bitch step up. Another bitch step up, you're going to be all in your feelings. Okay? Ain't gonna be no friends over here. Fuck a friend. What you talking about when it come down to my man or your man's girlfriend? Shit, friendship go out the window. They gonna be ready to fight. Okay, so we gonna see how well this turns out. On to my next one, which is Honey Marvelous Ladies. Not Marvelous Ladies, Marvelous Women. How many of y'all watching this shit? I had to go back and rewatch this shit. I had to go back, sit down, and really look at this. Girl, the chick that came from the brothel, basically, she used to be rich, and now she's broke because her daddy messed up in a business deal somewhere, and everybody went to motherfucking jail. Now, she had to be sold to a brothel. Her man that was liking her when she was rich is the one that she was going to marry. So our girl that's the wife ended up marrying to a situation because she was pushed into it back, as always, crazy ass motherfucking goddamn mother-in-laws or mothers that's trying to look over their shoulder about the money. They trying to cover their asses with the money situation, okay? Always with these people, I don't understand these Chinese dramas, but these people are not marrying for love. They marrying to keep money in the family. They don't give a fuck about love. Baby, our girl that used to be the piece in the beginning, that dude was in love with and was still in love with, she was coming after our girl that's the head wife too hard. But baby, there was some scenes in this that I said these girls was acting their asses off, honey. They was acting when she got that bitch together, told her exactly what was going on in her family. And she was like, you have your eyes turned willfully closed to a situation. No, baby, your family was broke. Your people gave you away for this reason. And do you honestly think if the situation was reversed the way your family's attitude is and the attitude that you carry right now, would you have done the same for the man you think you love right now? I was like, wow. She ate that bitch up and spit her ass out right across the floor. I was through. She ate her up and spit her out so bad that bitch wanted to go inside of a damn stream and drown herself. And so that's nothing like tell a bitch off and then she's like, then tell a bitch go kill yourself after that one. Cause honey, she could not take that truth, honey. That was too much tea. Too much tea for the soul. That girl went out to a stream, honey. It was like, I need to fucking drown. And then our head wife go out there and save this bitch again, okay? To let her know it ain't worth all of that. Stop coming at me this way. Once again, our girl comes at her one more time. Now, this our head wife is making some moves, baby. This girl making some major fucking money moves. I love the way she handled that situation where she had to give up that cloth that she had that was really a very expensive cloth that kept their family like the family because they all had this cloth in their hands, but because of the fact that she needed to get the younger brother out of jail, she parted with that. But baby, did you see how at the man's house when she came up and told you got a lot of debts? And how he was trying to find ways to get all his valuables. He was stripping all of his motherfucking. He was stripping all of his concubines and that shit. The earrings, everything, bitch. Give him all that shit. Put that in the box. We trying to get some money up here. I was through. I was laughing at that. Oh my goodness. But she ended up, to keep this man's mouth shut, she ended up giving him this very expensive brigade that they had. And then she went to another man that had bought the paintings from the girl that's the concubine's daddy when he was rich. His family, she sent the little brother to him and basically came up with an idea that, look, I'm not trying to take your paintings, I'm trying to improve them. And while I improve them and hold them, you'll still own them, but we will improve them. And that way both families will share in the value and make of the pricelessness of them and bring both of our values up. Honey, this girl was coming up with some ideas. Anytime you got men in this drama that's telling you this ain't no ordinary bitch, you got respect. You got respect on your name as a female when men, businessmen, like, hey, don't talk about her like she just anybody. This ain't no ordinary woman, baby. That's a marvelous woman right there. Even though her man is so gone on this silly ass girl. But the sweet part about this is that our girl is falling in love with the little teacher girl. Yeah! Her little man lost in the woods somewhere. Who gives a shit? But well, honey, she is falling in love with the little teacher. And and from the part that I saw, that was so cute. When he said to her and explained to her that he was in love with somebody and he could not, because she was trying to marry off one of the maids that worked with her. And they said, why don't you ask this teacher? And I know her face was like, at first she's like, okay, I really ain't feeling that shit, but okay, let's see what he's saying. He said he didn't want to marry nobody because his heart belonged to another woman. She thinks it's to the concubine, but I bet money that it's not. It's not. I think it's her in which he is in love with, and she don't know it yet. And she was standing there crying, thinking that he's so in love with his concubine and she's married to this other man, that she didn't even take in consideration that this man might be looking at her. And I believe he is looking at her. And I was just like, ew, this is going to be so damn cute. This is going to be too cute. It says, I don't think she will ever consummate her marriage with her husband because he is all on that seamless. I'm on that shame. Yes, he is. He's on that shameless concubine. He is on that bitch. So if he ever does show up from being lost in the woods, they're not gonna consummate that marriage because that's who he originally loved, and she knew that going into the marriage. So I get it. But when she had that breakdown moment, baby, I swear she had that moment like, what am I living for? I'm gonna sit up here and forfeited my whole life for other people's needs in this motherfucker, and I am the only person who is unhappy. You understand? I'm unhappy. Everybody got money. I done made folks money. And then them uncles come in there talking about they had a problem with her. She's like, all y'all rich because of me. Back your ass off my back. I loved it when she said that. Back your ass up off me. I felt her pain when she was like, what am I living for? Ain't nothing mine. Not even my husband is mine. And I was like, I felt that pain. I felt where she was as a woman in my life. Where when it came down to my mama passing away, this was not my dream, okay? It ain't my dream to fucking stay in the goddamn hood. I wanted to live and go and live. I wanted to move to Atlanta, honey, and be down there with the rich folks, rich black folks, okay? And I know I would have made it and I would have been good. But this was not it. So I got what she was saying. But because of family, because you're trying to appease your elders and do what they asked you to do, forfeit your happiness so they can be okay, or looking out for the bigger picture, look at what you sacrifice in midst of doing that, your very own happiness, which ain't right. And then you got a bunch of ungrateful motherfuckers standing around here with they goddamn opinions. At the same time, you making where they eat every goddamn day. Well, we're not talking about somewhat. No, this bitch got them eating well. And they still talking shit to her. Everybody in the whole damn town got rumors about this woman. It is so fucking sad that even with her trying to do the right thing with the girl's child, they talking about she starving the child and all kind of shit. Do you know them kind of rumors would get people's kids taken away from them in our time now? And then you sit back and come to find out the boy got sick and they told him don't feed him nothing for a while because of the fact that he would be sick and let him rest. It was really damn sad. I was like, the whole town walking around talking shit. You got these maids and shit sitting in places talking shit about her. I was like, that's fucked up. The more I look at this show, the more her being an underdog is attracting me to this. But I know it's going to be sad because we all know that she is a married woman. And as soon as this man find out that there's another man digging her, that's when he gonna find his fucking feelings all of a sudden. Because quiet as kept, he was finding his feelings when he saw just how much she took care of the family and kept things going. Okay, I think this concubine is going to wear out her welcome with him. She's going to, with the husband, she's going to start getting on his nerves. And at the same time, she's going to be falling slowly but surely. The wife will be falling slowly but surely for this teacher, and it's going to be a problem. And I don't think the teacher is going to survive. I don't think he's going to live long. Okay, but honey, it's a good show. I think y'all need to check. If you have not checked out Marvelous Women, you might want to check it out because I honestly think that's how this show is going to go. She's going to fall in love. The master's gonna come home. He's gonna find out that he actually kind of loves his wife, and it's just gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad. But this concubine got on my nerves because she kept coming for our girl, and I'm like, if this bitch don't sit down somewhere, just leave her alone. Stop coming for her. I mean, she keeps doing shit. She keeps doing shit, and it's just really, really sad. It is. But it is a damn good show. It is Lorraine. That I have to say, it's a grown-up show. I like it. I like that it's not a lot of characters that I know, that I'm familiar with, and I'm getting to see new people. It says, I didn't like it when the rumorous catty women were on the show. I didn't like it either. I did not like that. I felt like this woman is really trying her hardest to keep her family together amongst a couple of dingbats in the family. And then you got strangers who think they know what's going on in your house, talking shit and not making things no better. Because the rumors can get, like I said, rumors can get people's kids taken away from them. In our time today, them kind of rumors that they had flying around about her were terrible. It says, I think the two ladies are going to end up friends based on the series trailer. Yeah, I saw that too. But it's going to come after a lot of fighting, a lot of unfair accusations from that concubine until she opens up her eyes. Because this concubine she's immature. That's what's wrong with her. She's immature. She only sees things one way. And it's like, you got to smack this bitch with a brick for her to figure out all of it. And I think once she realizes just how much this woman has sacrificed, then maybe she will be able to understand and comprehend how much this woman is left by herself. I mean, how would you like marrying a man that's in love with another woman and gotta watch that shit, and you over time actually love him too? You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is. Honey, Chantel, that motherfucker's lost in the woods somewhere. And I don't care personally because he was an idiot. Every moment he was on to screen, it's like every move he made as a man made me sick. I was like, I just want to kick him in the back. He's just stupid. And he was just not, he's not discreet. What made me angry about him is that he's not discreet with his performance in front of a wife. If you know that you're in love with a woman, don't let her see all of that. Don't let her see your feelings. Don't let her see none of that. Let that be completely separate. In fact, take that woman somewhere so far across town it won't even disturb her. If that's the case, if you're that in love, but he's just so messy. He's messy with it. Why would my wife have to come get me out of a goddamn brothel? Because I'm coming to see this bitch. You don't know how to invite her out somewhere? I mean, it's just stupid. It's like everybody knows in the whole town. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody knows in the whole town what's going on. But he's not discreet with his behavior. And I think that's the reason why I don't mind that he went away to handle some business or whatever. And he said he'll come back and they don't know what happened to him. That he may have ran into some robbers or something. The body ain't showed up yet. But I'm quite sure because this little teacher is there and he let her laugh a little bit. And there's certain things that he's healing from because he had issues too. He had some issues. The issues that he had were similar to what the child that the concubine would have felt if she would have killed herself. See, there's a lot of healing going on here. She saw him as a man that grew up with a woman, a mother who killed herself over a relationship situation, and he was the result of the child. So it made her ass wake up to this ain't the move. Okay. And it also made him wake up to this is she's gone through some things. You ain't the only motherfucker going through some stuff. So wipe your eyes, pull yourself together, dust yourself off and get yourself together. And they're all helping each other indirectly. You understand? It's like how you meet somebody, like somebody's life is worse than yours. You thought you were going through something with somebody over here going through worse, So it's a good show, y'all. It's a lot going on. But like I said, I hope Master stay lost in the fucking woods because she needs to get a couple of laughs, a little kiki, a hug, a little small hand, somebody rub her hand and make her feel special, something. Because when he come back, he gonna find his feelings somewhere in the backyard and be wearing them, y'all. Y'all know how this go. As soon as this man shows her any kind, if she's happy and he shows her any kind of interest, y'all know how men get. Even if it's a house full of women, if the one he ain't paid no attention to and another man want her, he gonna be upset. He's going to be highly upset. Instead of saying, hey, I know we got married in a messed up situation. All this was about money. You got your woman. We keep things hush-hush. You live your way, I live my way. We be cool like that, bro. You know that ain't going to happen. It says, when a concubine tried to kill herself, she was like, oh, you going to go out and do what? Yes, honey. Try to look like a saint. No idea what. Girl, honey, that was my scene. When she got her together not once, but twice within the same 5 minutes. Like, bitch, you gonna have the whole family go down over you being a fucking idiot, trying to be a martyr, knowing damn well your whole family died. Your whole family went to shit over names being ruined, over business and all kind of shit. You ain't got a good reputation. This is not gonna end the way you think. Get your head out the clouds. Grandkids are here, stay blessed. Okay. It says, I felt the same way. I just finished 24 and now it's like I really like all the characters. I understand why they titled it Marvelous Women. Yes, I do too. I tell you, it is such a good show. It is something to see. Definitely, this Marvelous Women to me, as far as a drama is concerned, is topping Pearl Eclipse. And I'll tell you why. Because Pearl Eclipse, the plot and just the whole way it's written, the only reason why we're all watching this is Ye Ming and that lead actor. We know that they usually do pretty good as far as dramas are concerned because of their star power. But past that, as far as an actual drama that is carrying its own weight as far as a storyline is concerned, I'm sorry, Marvelous Women is kicking their ass. Okay, kicking their ass. My daughter told me something about Hellbound. I don't like horror at all. That's the reason why I didn't watch Kingdom. And I heard Kingdom was real good too, but I'm not one for zombie shows and things like that. We got enough of that shit going on right now in real life. It says it's real written. I'm not surprised since the actor did UNC. Oh, well, if the director did UNC Palace, then we should have known this was gonna be an ass kicker, honey. Because honey, Marvelous Woman is the business. It really is. It says Florida is in Novaland tribes and empress and for a female lead. Yeah, very pretty woman. She is very pretty. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that they are doing this show. I go back and forth between Pearl Eclipse and Marvelous Women, and I can say Marvelous Women is holding my attention because I can identify with it from a woman's point of view and being a businesswoman at the same time. And this woman is around, as a businesswoman with some dumbass relatives that finally, ain't quite getting like work with her, bitch. She holding this whole family together by herself. And honey, if it was not her, if she was not there, that family would have been gone and dead a long time ago without her. Honey, they needed her badly. Hello from England. How are you guys? Look at that, y'all. Miss Notebook is in here. What's going on? I am so happy with all these international ladies. Germany, England is in the house, honey. We were talking about Marvelous Women and also Pearl Eclipse, which is out right now. It says they need to get with a plan and she needs to be in charge. Yes, she does need to be in charge, but she needs a man that's her equal too, or either a guy like the teacher that is soft, that she can find home. I can see how she's drawn to him because he's quiet. He's home. You know what I'm saying? A space outside of all of that confusion of business. You need something that's just you and only you. You know what I'm saying? So with Marvelous Women, I love that because a lot of business women do not understand. They do need someone who takes them out of that area of being in charge, and then having a man that is like he's a homebody, but yet he's still a dominant force. You understand what I'm saying? That she can take that hat off of being a aggressive female and then become a person. Put it like this: a more less dominant woman at home. You know what I'm saying? That she can switch it up because women do not like being on top of everything all the time. And this is where a lot of men get it twisted with women that are that are business women. We are that way because the world makes us that way, and no one will respect you if you are passive. You understand, inside of business, when you have to be, look, this is what I want and how I want it, and no, I don't want it any other way. Now let's try to make this happen. You understand what I'm saying? And then when that people try to make you seem as though you're fucking stupid, you know how to literally come across as a straight bitch or a straight gangster and make people understand this is how this is gonna go. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, women get a bad rap because of that. So it's just really sad that we have to see ourselves that way. You know what I'm saying? And women do need that softness at home that comes from a man feeling protected not only by him, but also feeling like you're wanted and desired by a person too, because that's where a lot of women that are very independent get have relationships that go bad, is that the men don't desire them. Will take a chick like the concubine because she's, I need help. I just You understand? They want a damsel in distress and not an equal. You understand? And then it's the complete opposite with Ye Ming over here, where the men is just like, shit, she can be my ass anytime. I want to marry this girl. Or the man that she's with that made her so cold. Other men think like, man, I got to have that. You understand what I'm saying? He made her a perfect match for himself indirectly, even with the fighting and all of that, So it tends to happen. But anyway, that's what I want to talk about today at the show. Now, we all know what happened in real life, y'all, with this, Kyle Rittenhouse or whatever his name is. Verdict. I wouldn't get all up in my crawl about that situation because I'll tell you this. Hey, we all know where we live at. We all knew this was going to happen. Had he been the wrong skin color, he would have been dead that night. But what they have successfully done is set up precedent that's going to hurt white people, not black people, because Kyle Rittenhouse went to a Black Lives Matter situation with a AK-47. Do you think he came there to kill or to kill white folks? No, he thought he was gonna come there and it was gonna be a whole bunch of black people doing the rah rah rah, and he found that it was the complete opposite, and it was not something that he was expecting. Because why would you come from a state that you don't even live in? You don't even live in a state with an AK-47 to shoot and kill people. Okay, and he did that, and he got away with it. He killed 3 people. He killed and got away with it, hands, because you had a silly ass judge who was literally, now I've never seen this in a court of law happen, where the judge is playing the defense attorney. He's getting off the stand and saying, I'm going to defend you, boy. And he's got defense attorneys, and you fighting with the prosecution yourself as a judge. You're supposed to be listening to arguments, not having all this conversation. But you all watched injustice happen in a courtroom, and no one said anything. Everybody let this shit fly. First of all, Wisconsin is prejudiced as hell. We all should have known this was going to come. But the problem that I have with this is that people think it hurt black people. It did not hurt us. It hurt white people, because that man killed 3 white men. 3 white boys he killed. We know what would happen to us. See, this was a shock for white America, because they said this stuff wouldn't normally go down this way, y'all. Okay? This is not acceptable to us. And it shouldn't be acceptable to anybody, to be honest with you. It really shouldn't be acceptable to anyone. But he killed them, and he got away with it. And you know what kind of attitude he's going to have now, that he can do almost anything. And what's going to happen is that somebody's going to sit up here and say, all right, Mr. Kyle, we're going to fuck you up quietly. Okay? At the end of the day, he got away with it. But did he? See, you can get away with shit in this life, but you still got to answer to God. You killed 3 of his children, whether you want to admit it or not. Now, that's between you and God to figure out. He may have gotten away with it here, but he ain't going to get away with it in eternity. But black people sit up there and so outraged on Facebook and everything. And I was like, I don't know why y'all getting upset. That was white on white crime. It happens. Now, the crime that usually only matters, that everybody gets their asses gone crazy about, is when it's black folks. But when it becomes them, we all know that this law did what it was supposed to do: protect them. It don't protect us, because it was meant to fuck us up. See, this is coming from somebody who works in law. The laws are not meant to help black people. Okay, I'm gonna hate to tell you that. Well, they're not in America. They're not made to help black people. They are here to help white rich people. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate that's a reality. White rich people. If you got some motherfucking money and you're white, you might get some help inside a courtroom. If you got some money and your ass another race, you might get some help. But don't let it be a situation where it's got something to do with anything about race. Your ass is up shit's creek too if you another race other than white. Okay? Now I'm telling you what I've been seeing in courtrooms. It's a trip, and that's on anything. It don't necessarily have to be a criminal case. It could be anything, civil, all of that. Okay, depending on who the judge is sitting up there looking at you, and you might be from India, and they don't like people that talk with little, like, my name is Hopu. They are not like that. They might turn around and have an attitude towards you through your whole entire case. Okay, I done seen this shit. So it did what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to protect him as a young white man. Now he's 18 years old. He done killed 3 people, or walking around as a fucking murderer. What you think won't happen if he get with a girlfriend, smack her ass around a bit? You think this the last time we gonna hear from Kyle? You a fucking fool. He gonna be in the news again. If he had enough sense, he would move from where he at, live someplace very fucking quietly, keep a low profile. He's not gonna do that. He's not gonna do that. Not after you got away with killing 3 people. Okay. Now, what's up, Cynthia? Then the other thing, because this is crazy. I was not shocked at this happening because we had a lunar eclipse that lasted 5 hours. And I had the creepiest dream I've ever had in a long, long time. But honey, you all be careful coming up in these days to come because this shit is about to get weird. Austria is having issues over there. They're trying to do this. They're trying to keep this narrative of vaccinated versus unvaccinated going, and it's not going anywhere. They're not showing any of the protests that are happening all over the United States, y'all. There's protests still going on about this shit, but you won't see it on national TV because they don't want you to see it. They don't want you to see that everybody ain't happy about this situation, but they're setting themselves up regarding this. See, people ran out and listened to them, and they told them, go get the V, go ahead and get the hokey pokey, and you will be all right. And that's not what's happening. You don't even have coverage after taking this hokey pokey for 3 damn months. Now they want you to run back and go get a booster. Excuse me, first of all, you have not studied this shit you shot up in me long enough for me to even understand what the fuck is going to happen to me 5 or 6 years from now. And on top of that, I can't sue you for the shit if something happens to me 5 or 6 years from now. Okay? So I'm maybe fucked up in the game. So I'm not really that quick to want to go and run and get another booster off of what you're talking about right now. Off of something that I could more than likely survive 99.8% of the time or 99.5% of the time. See, that's the part that you keep forgetting. That people survive having COVID. They do. You understand? Some people die, some people don't. It all depends on what's going on with you. But what they haven't told you is that the V that they're giving you, the one they're shooting in your arm, is for the original virus. This virus has mutated so much they've ran out of alphabets to name it. Okay? So you're only vaccinated against one version of it, not all the other versions. Because if you were vaccinated against all the other versions, they have to come up with another what? Another vaccine. So you're only literally protected over the original virus, not Delta, not Alpha, not Mu, not whatever other number that they keep coming out with. Okay? This thing keeps turning into something else constantly. So there's no way that they can cure it. There's no way that they can stop it because it's going to keep going. And for every different version they get, that means you would need another shot for it. And they haven't come up with one that's going to handle that many mutations of the situation. So when you understand what that is, and they're steady telling you, run and go get this, what the fuck are you giving me? And then I want to stop it right there. If this was a drug, would you take it? If somebody's telling you you need to take this for the rest of your life to stop you from getting COVID, would you take it? How many of y'all would be cool with that, be it be a shot or a drug? And why does everybody have to take it? Not everybody can take a drug. Something that works for you may not work for me. I told y'all that with me and Valium. I can't fuck with no fucking Valium. I'm going to be out. I'm going to be projectile vomiting all over the goddamn place. I can't take that shit. But some people can take that shit and be real easy. I can't. You understand? But now they're getting ready to come with a COVID pill or whatever that you can take it if you're really sick and this and this and that. That's fine. But doing this mandate shit is not what's happening. And it's getting ready to backfire in folks' face because they getting ready to get real mad about a lot of shit right now. Because they like, look, you fucking with my job. You made me leave my job. Now all of a sudden, this shit ain't covered nobody. Now they're getting the numbers back as far as the bottom lines that I told y'all about that money. And people saying, look. Especially here in Chicago, they like, look, let me tell you something. I know what the government is talking about, but we need people to work. I'm not about to lose my business that I done had in my family for 30 some odd years, fucking around with Biden and the Republicans. I don't give a shit if they got this shit or not. We'll do what we need to do in the back office. Just bring my workers back. That's where people are going right now. They'll do whatever they need to do, be it falsified records or whatever, but they need their places to start working. Okay? People don't have time to play this game. And nothing should be mandated when it comes down to people's health. Okay? You have a right to what goes on to your body. Okay? But the problem that everybody's having right now is that, okay, you got places like Vermont here in the United States. Vermont is 95% vaccinated. They got the highest amount of COVID right now. How is that possible? And these people in the hospital violently ill. How's that possible? 95% vaccinated. So you mean to tell me that 5% of unvaccinated people fucked up everybody? No. This shit is not, that their vaccine does not work. They're not willing to say anything, and people are starting to see through it. I've read the articles that come across my phone, and I look at the comment section, and people are not buying that shit. They are not buying it, and they are very, very angry at a lot of Democrats. The Democrats better change their tune, or they are going to lose the House come next year. People are waiting on their ass at the door to literally, where is the fucking vote machine to get these people out? Okay, they have fucked themselves as a party, and the Republicans have their. I mean, look what they did with Trump. People are angry right now here in America. The Republicans didn't do no better. You understand? And the Democrats are coming across as some 1984 authoritarian fucking weirdos right now, and no one is liking this shit. So at this point, right now, with this eclipse that we just had, expect the unexpected. Don't expect people. I'm already seeing people act crazy as hell in families and all of that, mine included, baby. I just cut off a whole bunch of people. I literally said, you know what? You can forget me as a relative. Boom, and put a fucking period behind it. I'm done. Officially. Close the book. Bitch, don't ever come to my house no more. Don't call me. I don't give a fuck your ass on fire. Fuck you and your kids and everything about you. That's how I have gotten at this point, because of the shit that people are doing. And this is also a big revealing time, y'all. A lot of secrets are about to come out. People are getting caught in their lies. So don't be surprised this week when you see somebody that, you know, hey, ooh, y'all, that came out? Girl, what? Ooh. People shit getting ready to get put on blast, y'all, in the next couple of weeks. It says the flu inundated last year. It said the flu vaccine given away this year. Makes sense. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for a lot of people who, if you got people who got some real fucking ugly ass secrets going on, or things that's been kept in the dark, shit finna go, it's gonna go boom, blasting all over the place. People that you thought didn't have things going on with them, wait for it. Wait for it. This lunar eclipse, it was weird looking at it. It hasn't happened in 1,000 years, y'all. 1,000 years. And another eclipse. Now Scorpio, Miss Scorpio, yes, that's another one that's true. The one that's happening in December, that's December 4th, that's a solar eclipse, which is even more powerful. And these happening back to back like that does not herald good things at all for our society. And everybody can feel it. Everybody can feel it. But I have a funny feeling, like with the mandate here in with the mandate for the vaccines, that's on stall here in the appellate court, because they're saying that some parts of it is unconstitutional. I got a funny feeling the way the heads of all of these governments around the world got together with this same conversation and literally sat in a meeting and said, we're going to sit up here and try to immunize everybody on the planet. If the people who don't want to do it, we're going to make them villains, make them pay for everything, make it where they can't go nowhere, and force them into it. It's not working the way they planned. First of all, it's not working the way they planned, because I told y'all, 400 years is up. Certain folks lost their blessing, and it's over with. It's done. This is it. It's not going to go the way they expect, but they're going to try to push it. And it's not, if these people are starting to wake up to the fact that, look, if now you're telling me to get this shit to my kids. And they have studies saying this shit makes your children's hearts swell up. I'm not if I got a kid that's allergic to every motherfucking thing they fucking eat, they lick a stamp. We were running to the hospital. We in the emergency room almost every other week. Ain't no damn way I'm finna give my child no goddamn fucking shot like that. I'm sorry, but these people are taking this shit to a whole nother level, and it's because they got an agenda. And it's becoming real obvious, y'all. It's becoming so fucking obvious, it's not even funny. Or Stevie Wonder could see this shit, okay? This ain't got nothing to do with COVID. I don't know what the fuck they shooting people up with, but this shit ain't right. It's something wrong with this because it's not covering you for what the fuck they sitting up here trying to mandate it for you for. So what am I taking? That's all you got to do is be honest and let people make their own choice if they want to fuck with the shit or not. But this is how you know you are getting played, okay? You are getting played. Everybody is getting played with this. I don't know what they call themselves doing, but if you still got people up in here dying and they done took this shit and it still don't make a difference, and these numbers keep doing the same thing that they would normally do during a cold season, something wrong here. Something's wrong here. Because I know too many people who say, I got the shot, so still died. It said planet Pluto is here. Oh God, and then Pluto, girl, that's the Scorpio planet. All right, it's gonna be ugly. And it's in the United States. Yes, you know what? It's in the same formation that it was in 1776, right around the time where it was where the Constitution and stuff was being signed at. And let me tell you something, it's right there here again. This is not good because that was the beginning of their reign. Now of the United States' reign on its own. Now we're getting ready to go into another situation where we're at the end. We are going to see the fall of the United States, and it's going to take a lot of people with you. A lot of people with us. Because the UK is sitting right there with us. Do you understand the UK and the United States make up that harlot that they talk about in the Bible? Okay, she got her legs spread across one sink to the other, all right? And she is literally, the United States is basically the military arm of that harlot. In order to take over the world, you got to have a military that can fuck anybody up. And what do we boast ourselves on is we can fuck up anybody, anytime, anywhere. Well, China is playing a game, baby. And they ain't playing no easy game because they messing with like my little country down there, Taiwan, where all the fine ass boys at. Okay? They literally keep picking on that female president that's down there. Now, it's only so much she could do with that little island and only so much that they can defend. But if they do mess with Taiwan, America's coming into it. But America ain't at its strength no more. It ain't got that gift that the Lord gave them, which is the sword no more. That sword been taken away, baby. As soon as the 400 years was up, they sword got taken. That's the reason why you saw Afghanistan get up in their face and say, bitch, get your shit, get out of our country. Get the fuck out. And we did. Since when? We the bullies on the block. You don't tell us to leave. We leave when we want to leave. What the fuck? But Afghanistan said, get the fuck out of our country and take all of your laws and everything else with you. Beat it. And we got the fuck up and left. That tells you something. Something's wrong. Okay? Something is very wrong. We might be able to do a little damage. But right now, China and Russia riding together. We already know if them two come together against us, now that's a ball game, baby. And it's going to be ugly. And China already let y'all know, bitch, we got cyber missiles, cyber sound missiles, or whatever, super sound, whatever it is, them motherfuckers to shoot a missile over here and hit us with no problem. Okay? And none of their people will be hurt, but ours will. And they got enough reason to fuck us up. So, make no mistake, the war is already happening. They just ain't announced it to us. It's already happening. Xi Jinping and all of them on the TV and stuff like that. You should have heard the conversations that was going back and forth between them two. Xi Jinping was being shady to the motherfucker with Biden. It says, what about the Chinese? It's a tennis player is trying to scrub the way they do. They doing a lot. They trying to bring all the Chinese people underneath one umbrella and keep a nice grass on top of all of them. But it's up to the people of China to break out of that. Just like it's up to us here in America to stop the nonsense. Because as long as we sit up here and blindly go along with these leaders and let them tell us and feed us bullshit and we keep eating it up, it's just going to keep going on and on and on forever. They ain't even got to change their way of doing shit. Y'all ain't seen that it's been the same playbook for years and years and years constantly with this shit in America or anywhere else. It's the same. The same G7, G8, all these same motherfuckers sit in one room and say, this how we gonna run our shit. This how we gonna make our money. Everybody in agreement? Cool. Who ain't? Why? What we gotta do to get you on board? That's how this been. A small group of people, like on not Vincencio, but on The Devil Judge, are sitting in a room making decisions for everybody on this fucking planet. And if they gotta lie to you to convince you to do some shit against your best interest, and you sit there because of your isms, I keep telling y'all, patriotism, racism, feminism, all of that bullshit will get your ass killed in this life. You better start having some individualism and start thinking for your damn self. Because these people with their isms that everybody ascribes to, authoritism, okay, all of these things that they got you in, that you're in, and you sit up here, I pledge allegiance to a flag. What the fuck is you doing? To a flag? Why don't you pledge allegiance to humankind? Fuck a flag. I don't want to see nobody's child dead in the street. I don't want to hear about nobody's place being bombed. I don't want to hear about no child hungry because somebody bombed their fucking country over some fucking money or oil. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see people not having, because this country wants to have more shit than everybody else, but they can't have, they gotta literally watch family members die because there ain't enough coal in their country to be able to keep them warm in the wintertime. Where the hell did being a human go? See, that went out the window. We got to start thinking about one another. You understand? They doing a lot of things. There's a lot of shit happening right now with a bunch of refugees trying to cross over into certain areas, and they are all standing there with their kids. All they want to do is be okay and come away from a bad situation. But you got people sitting at the border just, no, you can't come over here to us. Why? There's enough land. These people can work somewhere. They can add to your fucking economy. They in trouble. They another fucking human being. But let some shit crack them motherfucking skies and, oh, we're all humans now. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Last week I wasn't shit because I was black. Now all of a sudden there's some green motherfuckers coming in the sky. Now you got, oh, we all got to be humans. We all got to come together as a nation now. Get the fuck out of here. This is how quickly they switch it. They playing you like, and this is the thing about America. And people sit up here and like, why is it that Americans feel this way? Because we easily brainwash. We believe anything a motherfucker tell you off TV. Anything somebody tells you, you believe that shit. Anything they show you, yeah, that's exactly what happened because they said it on TV. You don't think TV gonna lie to you? You think these motherfuckers is not gonna lie to push their own agenda? The Democrats lie to you all the time. They say we different than the Republicans. The hell they are. All these motherfuckers are rich. Check their bank accounts. And then you can ask yourself, how much do they really give a fuck about my black ass in the hood? People's bank accounts tell you exactly how much they really fucking feel about you being broke. If I got about the good of 5 or 6 million in the bank, the average person with that kind of money in the bank don't give a fuck about a motherfucker sitting on 47th Street in Chicago with nowhere to go. That is not top thing on their list is a broke or homeless person or a single mama struggling. That is not on their top list of what they think about in the day when they wake up. You know it and I know it. So what makes you think these motherfuckers in Congress think about that type of shit? They don't. So y'all got to start, and that's the thing that's killing me is that I'm watching people wake up slowly. They're not waking up fast enough. You got to get out of that old Negro spiritual. You know, if you was born in the 60s or born in the 50s and shit, y'all, that group right there, the ones that ran in my mama's area, they got to go. They got to go ahead and wake up or die. Because that shit, that kumbaya shit and voting in step with the Democrats and everybody rolling together, that's not going to get you anywhere. It hasn't gotten us nowhere. You're going to have to start having your kids start with twitting on their eyes, opening up their eyes and their ears to seeing what's really going on and looking at who's lying to them and who's telling the truth. because it's certain things that remain the same. The last time I checked, smallpox never came back. When I never had smallpox. When I got vaccinated for it, it never showed up next week or 3 months from now, and I had to go get another fucking booster. Okay? I never saw that shit happen again. I don't know what the fuck this is. But they convinced you to follow the science when even you know science has to be tested for quite a while for it to be proven. Now they say, they did test it. They did test it. How did they test something on a disease that just showed the fuck up 2 years ago? See, this is the thing that people don't, it messes with my whole understanding of their years claim. I'm like, so shit that showed up 2 years ago. They tested it. No, the fuck they didn't. Bitch. No, they didn't. They just throwing something out there so it looks like they're doing something about the situation, baby. They have no fucking clue how to fix this. They just don't have the balls to say, we don't know how to fix this. That's the reason why I admire other countries overseas that say, we just gonna have to live with this situation, y'all. This is beyond us. We just gonna have to find a way to live with it and carry on. That is the most honest shit that you can tell somebody. Steady talking about trust the science when you got silly ass Dr. Fauci standing up there getting told. He done sat up there and been shown, y'all. This dude they couldn't play with the shit here in America. Obama said, no, y'all ain't gonna play with no fucking viruses over here. You can take that shit to China. If they let you do it over there, then so be it. He took it over there to China. The shit got loose over in China. That means y'all was playing with this shit. This was not even something that naturally occurred in fucking nature. Y'all released some shit. This is y'all's fucking fault. You and your fucking science. Trust the science, bitches. Y'all done set up here and play the game. Y'all done play the game. And now look at us. Trust the science. Now look how the science is going to get us out of this, because science got us into it. See, they keep trying to play God when they don't have the qualifications to even be in the same room with God. Okay? That's like your 2-year-old trying to pay your rent. How many of y'all let your 2-year-olds pay your rent? How many of y'all let your 2-year-olds just run the house? I mean, some people do. The 2-year-olds dictating, when I want to eat, when I do this. I'm talking about literally, you let him sit and bother things like very important things, dangerous shit in the house. You actually let your 2-year-old turn on your stove and put his hand in the fire. We don't do shit like that. Because guess what? We're parents and we know that this child can hurt themselves. But when you have human beings who think they smarter than the creator himself, this is the shit you get. A pandemic that's done killed damn near a lot of people and still killing a lot of people. And they trying to fix it and can't. That's what trust in the science gets you. Whether it's population control or not, do you honestly think that they can change? Because they're going to kill everybody on this planet and it's going to go unanswered by the Most High? First of all, if the Most High really wanted to fuck us up with our artificial little life that we got right now, all he got to do is send a couple of fucking storms our way and fuck us up. See, this is where man makes me mad. Because if the Most High wanted to flex, all he got to do is send them damn supersonic winds that was coming across in some of them places during them storms this year. That's all he got to do is do that. And we done. Our whole grid is down for months. All he got to do is sit up and say, hey, son, hey, Rael, send off one of them CMEs, a good one, our way and shut our shit down all over this planet. We have a very fragile life we're living here, y'all. When the lights go off in your neighborhood during a storm, it lets you know that. Does it not? Your TV off, your refrigerator off, everything is off. You back in dark ages until ComEd come and fix your shit. Well, what if it's off in such a way that ComEd can't fix your shit for 4-5 months? How long you gonna be patient then? How long you think your humankind and all your senators are going to sit up here and help you get through when they can't communicate with you? Y'all keep forgetting how big God truly is. And right now, CMEs and these badass storms are real fucking things. Ask anybody that done went through them this year. Ask anybody that saw a fucking river going through their goddamn front yard this year. That's a real thing. So the Most High can burn your shit down. People's houses being burnt down and everything else through these winter things, through these fires and stuff like that that happen in California. Ask them about that. See, they keep on leaving out the Most High and his ability to handle nature. They talking about the wet markers like China in primitive or something like that. That's what I'm saying. There are markers that were in China that told them not to build so far because certain things happen on this planet that have happened before, and they say don't build past this point. And they say, oh fuck that, they don't know nothing. And then all of a sudden nature comes back and says, yeah, I'm a real bitch. I'm real. You keep forgetting that factor. You think my trees are just trees. And that's another story I could tell you about, honey. But y'all ain't ready for that one about who the real watchers on this planet really are. And if I told you, it would make so much sense. You'd be like, oh my gosh. The real watchers on this planet, your hills, your mountains, your rocks, your trees, the water, the air, all of that are the true watchers that's been here ever since your ass has been born, and they know everything about you. They know every conversation. They know everything. Who got killed on this street, everything, baby. Those are the true watchers on this planet. And just because you think that they just trees and this and this and that, there's more to this planet than you realize. More to this planet than you realize. But a lot of people are not ready for these type of conversations or these type of things. But at the end of the day, our little life on this planet is very fragile. One storm could literally knock out this country. A true Frankenstein storm. People are like, oh, they know how to control the weather. That's the one thing they don't know how to control. What's happening on this planet is what shouldn't happen because of the fact of the things that we have on this planet to keep our lives the way that they are. All of this gases and things that we put in the air and all this pollution that we're putting in the air is causing the earth to act a certain type of way. And people don't want to change that because the people with the money, honey, are making too much money. What are you talking about? I'm not going to stop using my air conditioner. Okay? I don't give a shit what spray is going in. I'm not going to stop using my car. That's a fucking Benz. Bitch, are you crazy? I'm going to keep using that, whether it pollutes the air or not. The money is not going to stop them from doing that. So meanwhile, you're going to have bad air, bad situations. And the sun is going to burn. That's right, Cynthia. The sun is going to burn our ass up come next year, baby. Oh, it's going to be a hot time all on this planet, baby, because I saw something with my plants getting ready for the winter this year. I have an evergreen shrub tree. When I opened it up, all in the inside of the tree was literally burnt. I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, on the outside, it looked green. And I just happened to move it because I saw something inside, I saw something brown inside and kind of the whole inside was burnt. That was the part that was exposed to the tree. Now, I looked at the other shrub that I had. It because it was in the shade, it was fine. But the one that was in the light was burnt from the inside. I thought that only happened to a few of my plants this summer, but it happened to the shrubs too. So that means the sun is doing things that it is not meant to do, because every time they penetrate that sky and go up into the atmosphere, our weather goes berserk. And they've been doing that since I was a kid in the 80s, and it's causing a problem. And then the shit we got in the air, and we don't know half the things that they've been making and dumping and doing things that are causing adverse effects inside our systems. So we don't know. We don't know in the behalf or in the name of humankind or technology, the results of the things that we own today that are wreaking havoc on our environment in which we live on this planet. But baby, that sun ain't playing no games. It is not playing no games. That's right. At any point in time, God can choose to fuck us up whenever he wants to. See, that's the thing. We have been on this planet and they have convinced us that there's no such thing as God. All we know is these folks that tell us what's real and what is not real. And what if they tell you one day that what if one day you find out all of that's a fucking lie? Then how you gonna feel? How you gonna feel? That everything that you've been told were precepts of man and the one of God, y'all never even knew nothing about. See, that's the thing. And people literally think that nature is a joke. Nature is not a joke to me, because I know people who sat there and literally said in New York, all they heard was this big growling sound, and then water came gushing into their house, bent a steel fucking door, and before they could put on their clothes, they were neck high up in water. Ain't nobody used to no shit like that. Those not the type of storms that we used to happening in any point in time that I've ever been alive. I'm not sure about you, but I have never experienced storms that do that kind of thing. Okay? But people are experiencing these things. The brainwashing is real strong, baby. And people do not, and it's going to take some serious bleach to get it out. Because I'm going to be honest with you, it had to with me before I had to realize that these people are just telling you what they want you to do. And they know how to jar you in a way that makes you run with the bullshit they just told you, so they can do something else different behind your back. Because believe me, honey, if there was something really happening on this planet, you'd be the last motherfucker to know about it. You'll be seeing black helicopters and planes riding all in your fucking cities. And then they would get on the news and tell you, there's a catastrophe getting ready to happen. We need people to evacuate. Honey, the rich folks would have been gone a week ago before they told you. You keep thinking that these folks give a damn about you. They don't. They don't care. The thing that kills me even about this vaccine thing is that they want to mandate that shit for you, but the people that's inside the White House it don't pertain to them. They're exempt. What that tell you? What the fuck does that tell you? And if you think I'm lying, go look it up. That the White House is exempt from that mandate, baby. Now, what's that? Nancy Pelosi, I don't feel like it's anybody's business if I took the shot or not. Oh, bitch, but it's everybody's business if I do at my job? What kind of fucking twisted shit is this? This how you know something's up. The brainwashing is deep, baby. Y'all best believe wherever you are on this planet, you better question anybody that's sitting their ass on the damn TV telling you anything about what's supposed to be so good and all these doctors. Because it's a lot of doctors that I know that's saying, I ain't fucking with that shit. Okay? They got motherfuckers hooking them up. Bitch, you know what to do with them damn numbers. I took the shot. Honey, motherfuckers is getting around this shit one way or the other. Okay? They getting around this shit. And then some people or doctors are telling them you might be allergic to shit. Just you got to damn near take a whole fucking test to see whether or not if you're allergic to any of the damn things that's in the damn shot before you take it. And I would advise you to. He says, just like COVID was out, they was buying up everything and stockpiling it, just we living on day to day. And they're going to do that. And the reality is I'm going to tell you like this. You can try to prepare as much as you can for any kind of catastrophe. I've watched people prepare for catastrophes and they think they got everything. I got everything set up. I got a place here, a place there, and their whole fucking house burned down with all that shit in it. It's like, and what was you doing? At the end of the day, what's going to happen here is going to happen here. And ain't a fucking thing you or I can do about it. All we can do is ride with it. But the thing about it is, just like I live in a city, when the first thing that they do in a city when anything terrible goes down, and I need you all to understand this, and please prepare for this in your mind, because you're going to be like, why would they do this? They turn all the lights out first. Let something bad happen in your city happen. On a catastrophe thing, they're going to turn all the electricity off. What you think that's going to do to people's psyche? That's going to send them in everybody for their self mode. That's going to send the most weirdest, sickest motherfuckers straight into time to go crazy. Purge mode. Motherfuckers that thought you was fine. It's time to go beat on this bitch door and ask, let me in. They go, I'm telling you. They turn the lights off. I've seen this shit. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's just the dumbest shit ever. Because when people's lights go out, demons come out of folks that you don't even understand. It's like 1 minute you was cool, next minute it's just whatever. And living in the city is very dangerous. That's what I say. At times, y'all gotta start thinking for yourselves out here, honey. But I'm gonna let everybody go. I hope everybody had a nice weekend, and I love sitting here talking to my maymays about certain stuff and everything. And I wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I know that you all are going to be doing Thanksgiving days coming up this weekend, so I hope you all are safe with your family and you enjoy yourselves. Until next time, maymays. See you next Saturday, girls. Bye.